Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy.
What I didn't think that I had before, I have now, which is patience and patience and patience. Being able to understand that kids have to be kids and they're gonna do some stuff to try your patience, and being able to put the patience in other aspects of my life. It hasn't totally changed, but we have a lot more to look for as far as technology and internet and texting. I had friends, and for the most part, my parents knew who my friends were. I couldn't log on to the internet and find a friend in Chicago. You know Halle Berry?
Happy Berry, Happy Berry, Happy Berry, Happy Berry, Happy Berry.
When I did hear that, which I heard it secondhand, that kind of stuff scares me and it hurts me, and I have to realize for me that not everything happens to other people. It could happen to me too. I cannot imagine what the parent would go through, because I know I'm hurt. If my baby falls and hurts his knee, I'm ready to cry. I was sneaky. I got caught. I don't remember what she said. I'm sure it wasn't very Christian-like, but the Christian-like part of it was spare the rod, spoil the child. So there is some Christianity in that, because I think it's in the Bible somewhere. She caught me driving a car with a boy, with an older boy. Can't even really say I knew this guy. And he came and picked me up from school, from middle school, and he asked me if I wanted to drive. And I was like, sure, I want to drive. I got in the driver's seat, and we were sitting there and we were talking, and actually he was about to leave. But just so happened, my mother and her motherly instinct got off early from work that day. She turned the corner, and when she turned the corner, I hit the recliner, and I slapped the seat back. She pulled into the driveway, I'm sure thinking that Lyndsay is not stupid enough to drive away. Well, I did. And when I started driving away, I think that's how it happened. When I started driving away, she drove after me, and we rode through the neighborhood. She followed me through the neighborhood, and eventually she started honking the horn, and I stopped.
I had my first child when I was 18. I think, to be honest, I'm glad I didn't marry my first. He wasn't ready, and I wasn't ready, and I would be in a different situation now. A few years before you were born, she had a stroke, a major stroke that paralyzed her on one side. And it was a complication for her to take care of you, because she couldn't follow behind you or chase you down. We made a decision to have them adopt you, so that basically he would be able to get some of his retirement, because he was older. That was not a decision of like normal adoption goes. When people either don't want their children or they can't take care of their children, it was not a decision like that at all. It helped me because I couldn't afford some of the things, and I couldn't afford to take care of you the way you needed to be taken care of. It was good for you because that's all you knew as home, and I would have been taking you away from what you knew as home. They were older. I think it helped my mother a little bit because she had somebody there to keep her on her toes and to watch after her. And it kind of helped you because you grew up as an older person. Most people said he's kind of old for his age. You thought older. My mother was talking to me, and I said something that I shouldn't have said, I guess. She threatened me, and I went to run, and she told me not to run. And I ran anyway, and as I was going out the front door, she kicked off her shoe and hit me in the back of the head and knocked me out on the ground. Mothers, support your children. Mothers, love your children. Happy Mother's Day.
not afraid to explore what she's looking for. She got the tactic